Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing good. I wanted to put a little bit of makeup on because it's date night and I didn't have too much time. This is a symbol for time. Should I put a watch on? No, that would be really silly. Just imagine I'm wearing a watch. But I don't have too much time. I just wanted to do a really quick look on my face while Davey is cooking dinner, and I thought that I would just show you it. So I have my brushes and I've just cleaned these really quickly. So some of them are actually still wet and I will link some of them in the description box. Oh, and the palette that we're using today is the that's upside down. It's the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, and I love these sort of cherry rosy tones. But first we want to prep the face. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Ultra Glow Primer, and I love how glowy this makes my skin look. It also helps the makeup to like hold really well, so it lasts way longer, even though it's quite late in the evening, so I don't know why I need my makeup to last. But anyway, it's a clear gel, and if you have dry skin like me, I just cannot recommend this enough. I absolutely love it. I've actually just realized I use a lot of Urban Decay. I just find their products just really user-friendly. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. So I'm a big fan. And we're actually moving on to another Urban Decay primer, and this is the eyeshadow primer, which I use in all of my videos. This is going to give our eyeshadow something to hold on to so they last longer, and because it's tinted, it's also going to give us like a blank canvas to work on. So our eyeshadows are going to pop that little bit more. And then on the rest of the face, I'm going to be using the Essence Camouflage Concealer. I talked about this in my previous video. I'm obsessed with it. And also I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation. But before we do anything else with the face, I'm going to move back to the eyes, because once the eyeshadow primer is on, it's time for eye makeup. So using the Urban Decay Cherry palette, I'm going to take Hotspot, which is the lighter shade in this palette, with a fluffy brush and apply this all over the crease up to the brows. So not really on the lid, just on the crease up to the brows to brighten this area. I always forget to clip my hair back and it just constantly gets in the way. I need recommendations on little hair ties or something. And I'm going to take the shade Feels, which pretty much looks identical to the color on the bottom of the screen there. So I'm just going to apply this in the crease of the eye using a small brush. This is the E01 by Blank Canvas Cosmetics. I'm just applying this in the crease, on the outer edge, a little bit on the lid, and sort of just kind of in that whole general area. And this is shade number 4. Yep, number 4. I love this shade. I feel like you can just wear this by itself and it just blends really nicely. It's like a mauvey, cherry rosy kind of color. It's just a one and done sort of a color, but we will be adding a few extra things. I love this shadow. I think if this came out as a single, I would definitely buy it. It probably is. Probably is out as a single. I love it. It's my go-to in this palette. So once I've applied that all over the lid and into the crease, and I'm going to take my clean blending brush and just softly go around the edges just to get rid of any harsh lines. Again, my hair is in my face. Now I'm going to take the shade Privacy, and I've actually changed the color at the bottom of the screen so you guys can see the actual shade. It's like a chocolatey, yeah, it's like a chocolatey shade. I was going to add something else in there, but no, it looks like melted chocolate. And I'm using a flat brush and applying this right at the lash line. And then I thought maybe I should actually apply like a base for this to sit on. But because the brush was wet, because I was really lazy and only just washed my brushes so they weren't exactly dry, it actually went on like a liquid eyeshadow. So I ended up not having to use anything underneath. It went on really well. So try it maybe with a damp brush. I just applied this across my lash line, keeping it quite low on the lower part of the lid. And then I took shade number 4 again, shade number 4, and just applied that kind of over the top of it and blended that around the rest of the lid. And this is going to help kind of fade it a little bit more. And I just took my time blending, did a little bit of smudging, a little bit of blending, keeping it really dark right at the lash line and then fading upwards. I then went in with a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Lancome Doll Lash, which I talked about in my previous video as well. I think it's awesome. And on the waterline, I'm going to apply a brightening pencil. Now I couldn't find shade number 1, which is the light shade. So I used the medium shade and I actually really liked it. It made my eyes just look clear you know, without looking bright and sort of, you know, fake looking. But it just kind of cleaned up my waterline, even though I think I poked myself in the eye. But I love this pencil. I'm going to come back to the face now. I'm going to take that concealer, which I absolutely love. Seriously, it's really inexpensive and it's brilliant. And I'm just gonna, well, first of all, have a look at myself to make sure my eye makeup looks good. And then I'm gonna go in with the concealer wherever I need the most amount of coverage or where I might need to kind of brighten. And I'm just using my fingertips to blend that out. I honestly cannot recommend this concealer enough. I think that it just goes on so beautifully, but you do have to blend quite quickly because otherwise it can kind of set in place. So you need to work quite quickly with it, but if you're not great at working quickly, just apply a little bit, blend, and then a little bit and blend and kind of work through that way instead. Now it's time for a liquid foundation. I applied a little bit on a palette and I'm using the F20 to apply this. And this is the new F20. Oh my gosh, I love this brush so much. You basically use like a woodpecker motion of tapping it on and off the skin and it creates a beautiful full coverage. Even with a foundation that's quite sheer like this one, you still get a really nice coverage using this brush. That's what I love so much about it. I love also this foundation just because it makes my skin look like my skin. I guess that's why they call it your skin but better. That makes sense. I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear for blush, so I actually took that eyeshadow again because I love it too much, and I applied that onto the cheeks. And it's kind of a great way of bringing the entire look together. I like using eyeshadows on my face. Oh gosh, I totally forgot I need to do my eyebrows. I meant to do them off camera before I started, but here we go. I'm going to take the YSL Lash Primer. Now this is actually for your lashes, but I find that it really holds my brows in place. So I just applied a little bit of that through my brows and then took a spoolie. And why is there always hair and fluff on spoolies? Why? And I just kind of brushed that through, making sure there's not too much product on the brows. And then I'm going to use something really bold. Don't do this. It's not a good idea. And don't tell anybody that I do this either. But I'm taking Winging It eyeliner. And I'm going to create the illusion of little hairs where I need to. Now this is a felt tip liner. It can look very harsh if it's not done correctly, but I just really like how it looks. I really just need to find something that's quite similar that's suitable for the brows, but like, I mean, this works, so we just won't tell anybody. Now, if your foundation looks a little flat and you don't fancy using contour and highlight and all that kind of stuff, get this setting spray. It's gonna add a beautiful glow and like a 3D effect to your skin. I'm almost out of it because I use it so much. Just lining my lips now with like a nude color. I went for like a medium nude just to match with the eyes a little bit. And I really like this one because it's a gel liner and it goes on really smooth. And for lipstick, I'm using the Up Cosmetics Perfect Nude Lipstick. And I just love the little detail it actually has on the lipstick. It says Up. It looks really cute. And this just goes on really smooth. It's like a kind of a satin finish, so not super glossy, not super matte. It's somewhere in between, which is ideal for me. That's the type of lipstick I like. And that is the finished look. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Lashes. What am I talking about? I'm going to apply the Kiss Wispy Lashes number 2 with a little bit of Duo Glue. And I always get questions whenever I use this lash tool thing. They stopped making it. It looks like scissors, but it's not. It's actually like an applicator for lashes, and they stopped making it, and I don't know why, because it's brilliant. A little bit more mascara just to finish off, and that is the finished look. Super quick, super easy. Didn't take me too much time to do this look, so I hope that you guys will maybe recreate it. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration for date night, even if we're just staying at home all the time. I still like to kind of put a little bit of makeup on because it makes me happy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also check out more of the videos on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. What time is it, my love?
It is 5 to 7. Oh, you look lovely. As always. We've no garlic though.
That's okay, I just wanted bread anyway.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.